Enjoy the show the Van Wezel way. Van Wezel Performing Arts Hall.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back to another episode of Curtain Call Conversations, a Van Wezel podcast. And we're talking about Christmas in July.
Yay! Christmas!
Well, as we promised in the first episode, we have a rotating host. So if you listen to the first one, I'm still Muffy Lavens, but today I have someone else with me.
Yes, Tom Gravel. I'm the graphic artist here at the Van Wezel.
So tell people a little bit about what the graphic artist does here.
Well, I'm essentially the visual face of the hall. So I design all the print. I work closely with a lot of the agents in putting together different shows in the brochures. Anything that's for print, any signage that we have around the hall. You might see pole banners out in front of the hall, bike racks, those types of things, anything like that, anything graphic. And my job is to communicate.
And I just have to say, the artwork that you put out there is incredible and helps us promote the shows all the time.
Thanks.
So we're going to talk about some shows today because it's very festive here because it's Christmas in July.
Absolutely. And we've got some great shows. Unfortunately, last year, Milton had different plans for us.
Sure did.
We had a whole slate of shows scheduled, and unfortunately that didn't happen, but we've got a few of them that are coming back this year, luckily.
Yes.
And we've got a whole bunch of new ones to talk about.
We do. We've got a lot of really good, fun shows coming back. A favorite, of course, Dave Koz and Friends, a staple for the Christmas season.
Yes. Did you want me to just kind of talk a little bit about the shows, the descriptions?
Yeah, why not?
Well, let's kind of go through this a little bit. I'm just going to jump around a little bit. So Dave Koz and Friends is coming on Sunday, November 30th, 7 p.m. Join Dave Koz and Friends for a special holiday treat in a recording career that spans nearly 3 decades. Okay, he's a jazz saxophonist. He's racked up an impressive array of honors and achievements, Grammy nominations, #1 albums, sold-out shows. His Dave Koz and Friends tour is typically the first stop. We're typically the first stop for him here. So he's coming, like I said, November 30th, and it should be a really good time.
It
really
should
fun.
be, yeah. And if you listened to our July newsletter last week, you'll hear that Mary was just on a cruise with Dave Koz.
Yes.
And they had a quite fun time doing Christmas in June instead of Christmas in July.
Absolutely. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and we're glad to have him back because he is always a favorite at the Van Wezel. What are some of the other shows, Tom?
Let's see. Another one of the shows, one of the first shows that we're having is called Haunted Illusions, and it's a premiere. It's our first time here.
Not a Christmas show, though. Don't be confused. Yes. We have Halloween before we get to Christmas.
Halloween before Christmas, and we do have a few other mixes in with this also. So Haunted Illusions is mind-blowing magic and comedy at the Halloween Spectacular. So Master Illusionist, his name is David Caserta, I believe. Okay. Caserta. As he mesmerizes with never-before-seen tricks, including levitations and disappearances created just for this show. Families will thrill and laugh as they become part of the magic with audience participation and chants both young and old. It sounds like a really
It does sound like a fun show. And I like illusion shows a lot. I have always kind of been into like the magic of it all and like the Vegas magicians and seeing that. So I always get excited anytime we can have an illusionist come in.
Right. We had, who do we have here this last season?
Rick Thomas.
Rick Thomas was another great illusionist. I mean, he made a helicopter disappear.
Right.
We don't have that big of a stage. I don't know how it happened, but it was amazing. So we'll be looking for more things like that. Another show we got coming up is Rain. We're actually doing a Christmas version of Rain, the Beatles tribute show.
And I'm really excited about that because we've had Rain kind of year after year, the different shows that they've been doing. But since I've been here, we haven't had a Christmas show. I don't know about you.
Not me either. I've been here 7 years and I have not seen this done for a Christmas show. So it thinks it's going to be a fun tribute show. Brings the spirit of the season to life. Hear holiday favorites alongside the legendary sounds of the Beatles. This festive celebration blends the music of the holidays with the unforgettable music you know and love. And I'm a big Beatles fan. I was brought up with it. That was my generation. So I've been listening to the Beatles since I was probably 5 or 6 years old. And I'm really looking forward to that show. I've seen it twice now, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what the show is going to bring. And that's going to be here on Saturday, November 22nd.
All right.
Another one, we have Sarah Brightman is also coming back.
Yes, and she's actually on sale right now. So the rest of these shows are going on sale this Friday.
Correct.
Will be on pre-sale, but she was
Correct.
one that wanted to sneak in a little bit earlier. So if you're listening to us right now, you can go ahead and buy those tickets. And she's always a staple of the Christmas season too.
Yes, absolutely. We all know her as the voice of Christine from The Phantom of the Opera. Incredible range. I think she has like a 4-octave range. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
And she
sings some Phantom songs, even though this is a Christmas show.
Yes. So all of you Phantom fans, you'll have a chance to get a chance to hear those too. Next, we have coming on Tuesday, December 16th, Michael Feinstein.
Yes.
Is coming for a holiday celebration.
And he's another great one too. We had him a couple years ago. He did a tribute to he worked with Liza Minnelli on the show.
This was a Gershwin.
Yes.
It was a tribute to Gershwin.
Yes.
That's right.
And it was great. And he's always a wonderful performer to have back year after year. He makes great shows, puts them together really well. So that'll be exciting.
Right. And it makes you feel like you're actually on Broadway.
Yeah.
And he's just absolutely incredible. So that's coming up on the 16th. Another one we have is Cirque Musica Holiday. Now, that was scheduled for last season. That's one of our shows that we didn't get to have here.
Yep.
And that will be here on Sunday, December 21st.
And it's a wonderful family show.
Yes.
And the timing of it this year is going to be great because it's that weekend right before Christmas when everyone's really getting into the spirit. Right. And I think it'll be a lot of fun. Though I think you have a Cirque type show story to share with everyone.
I do have a story. This was a show that we had a few seasons ago. It was right after the pandemic. And I don't know if I should say the name of the show or not. Or anyway, the show, what had happened was the performers could not, because of COVID, they couldn't get here to the mainland. So the show had to find other acts to bring, and it was the same type of a show. They went to Branson, Missouri, brought some acts here, and unfortunately we were the first stop on the tour, and they had not had a chance to rehearse. And so they were rehearsing while they were performing. And during that time, we only had half a house, so it was a very small house to begin with, but it was also a very quiet show. Some technical glitches. At one point, the music dropped out, and all you could hear was the clap, clap, clap of the shoes of the performer moving on the stage. And it got a little uncomfortable. I think there was someone in the audience who actually started to sing the little circus thing, da 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 da, which was really, really, really funny. But it was definitely a memorable performance. One of those you just kind of gripping the edges of your seats and hoping that they're doing great. And when they did great, boy, everyone applauded. It was
good.
Fun.
Yeah. And don't worry, everyone. We promise this will be a phenomenal show. We've had Cirque Musica a couple of times before. They always put on an incredible performance. Yes. You're going to see acrobatics. You're going to see tons of different circus tricks right here on the Van Wezel stage. And it will be a memorable experience in a good way.
Yes, absolutely. We have A Christmas Carol coming.
Yeah.
We haven't had A Christmas Carol here for a few years. The Christmas Carol will be here on Tuesday, December 23rd.
And such a classic story that everyone knows. And it's always great to see the different renditions that people create.
I mean, I know we've always watched them on televisions. You've seen the old versions of the shows and the new versions.
My favorite is the Muppet Christmas Carol. Love that with Kermit and all the little Muppet gang. Okay.
I'm an oldie kind of guy, so I really like the original one from the 50s. That was just a classic for me. So that should be a very good show. Like I said, we haven't had it here for a few years, so it'll be good. Straight No Chaser is coming.
Yes, the a cappella guys.
Absolutely.
And they're so much fun. They're not your typical a cappella that you think of. They really modernize it, jazz it up. Think Pitch Perfect, the movies.
Pitch Perfect or Glee?
Glee, yes.
Glee, definitely like that. But boy, a sense of humor, and they're so much fun, and they're so funny. I've had a chance to see them once, at least, and I had a great time. It was really a good show. So they'll be here on Monday, December 29th. And then we have Salute to Vienna.
Yes, I know this is one you see year after year.
Yes. My background actually is in music. And so I was classically trained. I was a clarinetist, and then I became a flute player. And so every year when we have Salute to Vienna here, I'm always the first one to raise my hands. I would love to help with that show. I also appreciate the fact that the show hires local musicians from the area. So when they're going on tour, they're not necessarily picking the same people are traveling with them. So some of my friends who are musicians have gotten gigs here in the past couple seasons, which is really nice, and I really appreciate that. But I love the Viennese music, and just the classical feel of it, and it's just classy. It's just a classy way to spend your New Year's.
Yes. And it's one that we've had year after year. It's such a wonderful performance. And again, last year was one that we weren't going to get to have because of that little thing called Milton. But they were able to pivot, and they went to our friends over at the Opera House, and we're still able to have a performance. So we are so excited that they'll be back here with us this year. But we're glad that Sarasota still got to have Salute to Vienna New Year's concert last year as well.
Absolutely. So it should be a really good show.
And I know we talked about Haunted Illusions being one of our non-Christmas shows in this Christmas in July on sale, but I think we have a couple others too, like Wheel of Fortune.
Correct. Wheel of Fortune is coming on Wednesday, December 17th. It's been here. We've had the show a couple times at least. I've never been lucky enough to see the show, but I know some of our other staff people have partaken in the show, and it's been fun.
Yeah, and one of the things that's unique about this year's performance is they're actually going to audition people for the true TV show in addition to playing on the Van Wezel stage for prizes. So you could end up on the actual Wheel of Fortune.
Wow, that would be awesome, wouldn't it? That'd be great.
I think it'd be great too.
That'd be really fun. That's coming on Wednesday, December 17th. And so, definitely, that's going to be a really good show. We also have for you Broadway people.
Yes.
We have Richard Thomas coming, and he's going to be starring in Mark Twain Tonight. That's going to be on December 19th and 20th. And he is the only other, if I recall, the only other artist who has been verified to play this role. Hal Holbrook originally wrote it, and he was the original character actor for it. And so this is going to be a big coup.
It will be. Yeah. We're really excited to have it. It's also the first time we're putting a play into our Broadway series. I mean, I guess we tried to do it last year, but this year. So I think that'll be kind of fun to have something a little different to our Broadway series this year. Right.
And Richard Thomas, you know him from Our Town. In my generation, he was John Boy.
Right.
I mean, that was John Boy Walton. He was in To Kill a Mockingbird. He's on Netflix Ozark also. But I know him as John Boy.
Yes.
I can't wait to see the play. It should be really a funny play.
And it is doing well on subscriptions. If you listen to our first episode of Curtain Call Conversations, you got to hear a little bit about what the subscription packages entail. So that one is selling well on subscriptions. So highly recommend you get your tickets now, because it's going to be limited as we go on this single ticket on sale, and you're not going to want to wait till the last minute.
Right. And you don't want to wait until September to get the tickets, because they might be gone at that point. So another group we have is the Oak Ridge Boys are coming for this is their farewell tour.
Oh, wow.
Yes, Thursday, December 4th. They've been one of the most distinctive and timeless sounds in the music industry for over 50 years. So they're bringing it's called their American-made farewell tour across the country for an unforgettable night of entertainment for the entire family. And we know them. Elvira is obviously the big one that everyone knows.
Yes.
But they are a staple in the country music industry. And if this is your last chance to see them, snatch up those tickets and get them while you can. What else do we have here? Did I mention?
I would say, do we have any more?
I think we do. I think we have one more.
Okay.
I think if I have not Mannheim Steamroller.
Mannheim Steamroller.
Mannheim Steamroller is coming Tuesday, November 18th. Everybody knows Steam.
Yes. And
Chip Davis.
oh my gosh, such incredible music. We had them a couple years ago. Sold out show.
Yep.
Absolutely amazing.
Yep. The very first year that I was here, they were here, and that was the first show that I saw. And I kind of snuck in to see the show, but it was so good.
Yeah.
If you really love Mannheim Steamroller, I mean, get your Kleenexes out, because it's a very powerful show.
So powerful.
Powerful. So
amazing. Well, this is a great Christmas in July on sale lineup. I know we've talked a lot about these shows and we've seen some of them before, but what one are you looking most forward to this year?
Boy, out of all of these shows, or all the shows in general?
Out of all these shows.
Out
Let's
of
stick
these
to
shows,
Christmas. All right, let's get our holiday spirit on.
I think for me, it's Rain. I am a diehard Beatles fan. If they've got some kind of a Christmas spin on it, boy, I'm going to be there to see it. I think I'm really looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
What about you?
Ooh, great question. I think I'm looking forward to Mannheim, the one we just touched on, because I did not get a chance to see it the last time they were here. And, you know, the music is just so beautiful and so powerful. So this year I'm definitely putting it on my list to make sure I get in.
It's a good show.
Yes.
You're going to like it. You're really going to like it.
Well, we have some other Christmas shows like Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas coming up. So that is part of our Broadway subscription package. Right. The single tickets will go on sale in September, but we may have some Grinchy mischief before then to get those tickets a little bit early. And we also have a conversation with Mel Marvin, the music composer for The Grinch. I was able to speak with him earlier this month. Our set's falling apart.
Oh no.
If you're watching the video, you may have seen something there, but we're just not going to talk about it.
No, we won't talk about it. No.
Instead, we're going to switch over to a segment with Mel and hear a little bit about How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Sounds good.
I'm Muffy Lavens, and I am thrilled to be joined by the music composer for Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Mel Marvin. Mel, thank you so much for joining me today.
Oh, sure, Muffy. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, we are so excited to have the Grinch, and we're, celebrating our Christmas in July right now. So why don't you tell our viewers a little bit about what they can expect from the Grinch?
Well, let's see. I think what's special about a theatrical version of The Grinch, besides the fact that theater is the live event, which is always really more exciting for people to be in the room with the evil Grinch than just to see it on a screen. And what Tim and I tried to do in writing the show was write a piece that was really faithful to the book.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all written in doggerel verse, exactly the way the book is. Although the book, I believe you can read in 12 and a half minutes.
Wow.
Our show is an hour and 18 minutes long. And so Tim did an extraordinary job of fleshing out. The whole book is there, but it's all fleshed out in the story. And the thing that I think is also special about it is that the Grinch is just mean.
Mm-hmm.
He is not an abused child. He is not, he's not someone who has suffered all sorts of indignities. We just meet him full out, and he is simply mean. And I think kids really love that. And I believe adults do too.
Yeah.
It's not, it doesn't try to explain itself. And I think that's very special about the show. It's also, I think, written so that adults can enjoy it as well. There's a lot of snarky stuff that kids get, but adults get in a big way.
Yeah. I think that's great. It's such a family-friendly show because everyone has, a Grinch story, whether it's the book, the cartoon, the Jim Carrey version. There's so many different iterations of the Grinch that bringing a live theatrical performance to life is just incredible. So we all know the song "You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch," but what was it like in your role having to create some new music to bring this story to life?
Well, there were two songs in the animated version. You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, and Welcome Christmas.
Right.
And we were, of course, tasked with writing, because this was written on commission originally,
Mhm.
writing a show that included those two songs, but there are 10 other songs. There are 12 songs in the show. So the other 10 songs, Tim and I wrote. And then we found a way to incorporate, because in the animated version, You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch is really a voiceover.
Mhm.
It's not in a situation with a character singing.
Right.
We found a way to do that in this show and incorporate it. And we found a way to do Welcome Christmas with the entire cast.
Wow.
So we were luckily able to do that. And oddly enough, the man who gave me my very first job in New York in the theater was Albert Haig, who wrote the music for You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. So
Wow.
it's like an interesting, the way things come around in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a little bit about how it got developed musically.
What's your favorite song from this show?
I think I have two favorite songs, and they're of course mine. One of them is called Now's the Time, and it's a very sweet nighttime song it's a quartet sung by the grandparents, Grandma and Grandpa Who, and Papa and Mama Who, about the quiet of Christmas Eve, when all the kids have gone to bed and everything is ready and the snow is falling, and it's a sweet.
Mhm.
I just like the music for it very, very much. And the other one is called One of a Kind, and it is the Grinch's big statement about himself. I'm one of a kind. There's no one like me. And it turns into sort of a big showbiz number where he's strutting and kicking and
Oh, I love that.
a crazy man, a crazy Grinch.
Yes, I think that's great every time you can kind of bring those like big Broadway spectacular musical numbers with the dancing,
Yeah,
the singing and everything. So definitely looking forward to seeing.
right.
So The Grinch came out, correct me if I'm wrong, this musical version of it in 2006. So that's almost 20 years that The Grinch has been around.
It's actually 30,
30.
30, 30, 31. 1995, it was commissioned by
Okay.
the Children's Theater Company in Minneapolis. It's a very large, beautiful theater
Yeah.
company. And we did it for them in 1995. In 1998, it went to the Old Globe Theater in San Diego,
Okay.
and Jack O'Brien directed it. We did a lot of changes in the show at that point, and that's the show which had been playing actually for 10 years
Oh,
in San Diego, that we brought to Broadway in 2006.
okay.
And then we did some more revision on the show. So there was actually a sort of, not really a new version, but we had two new songs and we had manipulated certain things to bring it to Broadway and make it bigger.
All right. Wow. Okay. So 30 years. Why do
Yeah.
you think this show has been so popular and continued to live on and tour across America?
Well, I really think I don't want to say it's because of, it's a great show. I mean, I think it is a great show, but but I think it's a story that everybody loves and everybody knows. And the idea of being able to go see it live in a very big, glamorous production is very appealing for families. Certainly kids want to go. Children of all ages seem to enjoy it, even like 3-year-olds. So, I've seen tiny little kids in there jumping up and down on their seats. And it has the right amount of, I think, for people of darkness, which is interesting because it's a little bit scary. There's a place where, it's jokey scary. It's not
Right.
literally scary, but the Grinch loves it when he goes, and kids go, and he goes, oh, see, I love that. Stuff like that. It's just a great character. And I think that's what makes it last. It's the power of Dr. Seuss's book turned into a musical.
Amazing. Well, this is actually the first time we're getting the show in Sarasota, so hopefully it will become a holiday favorite and a regular, and we'll get to bring it back more
Lovely.
often because
That would be
I'm
wonderful.
excited for it. I know there's an appetite for it here in Sarasota. Before I let you go today, what's one thing you want our audience to know about this show before they see it?
Don't try to figure it out ahead of time.
All right.
Just go and let it happen.
All right. I love it. That's
Because
great.
it's the book, but it is so much more.
Okay.
So just let it happen.
All right. Well, Mel, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to speak with you today.
Very nice to speak with you too, Muff. Thank you.
All right, we'll be back with more at the Van Wezel shortly, and you can reserve your tickets to Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas the Musical by reserving a subscription, or keep an eye out for our Christmas in July flash sale for a limited deal on single tickets. We'll be back in a moment.
All right. So if that doesn't get you in the mood for Christmas and the Grinch, I don't know what will.
Yeah.
It's so fascinating to me that he wrote the music and was part of the show for 30 years.
30 years. Isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
It's going to be great, though.
It is.
Good show.
Well, at Curtain Call Conversations, we always like to end with something a little fun. And today, we're going to try and guess the show blurb. So our assistant technical director, Griffin, took some show images, put those into AI, and asked them to give us the show blurbs. So Tom and I each have some here. We're going to read them to each other and
Try to figure
it out.
You want to go first?
Sure.
Okay.
All right, so the first one. Step right up for a night of chills, chuckles, and questionable choices. Watch as mysterious entities pull more than just rabbits out of hats. Like ghostly whispers, vanishing audience members, they usually come back, and tricks that will have your grandma speaking Latin in reverse. Is it magic? Is it spooky? Or is it just Greg from accounting trapped in a mirrored dimension? Come for the illusions, stay for something that won't let you leave. It's spooky, it's hilarious, it's the only show where you might need both a laugh and an exorcist.
Wow. Well, the first thing I thought of was Haunted Illusions.
You are correct.
Ding, 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 ding. All right. Good. All right.
All right.
Here's mine for you. Here's one. Imagine a time-traveling synthesizer crash landing into a Renaissance fair, then joining forces with a harpsichord that just discovered electricity. The result? A sonic snow globe of Baroque beats, medieval mood swings, and festive time loops. It's like what would happen if Bach had access to laser lights in a fog machine and absolutely no adult supervision. This is holiday music reimagined by someone who mistook a classical music textbook for a prog rock manifesto, and thank goodness they did.
Would it be Mannheim?
It would be Mannheim.
All right.
You got it.
I'm really glad we went through talking about the shows earlier in this episode because I think that's helping me right now.
Yep. You want to do one more?
All right. Okay. An emotionally constipated man is accosted by a parade of metaphysical time consultants offering unsolicited feedback, dream hauntings, and a guided tour of what his own psychological landfill may be. Expect flickering candles, ethically aggressive nightgowns, and spirits who specialize in therapy.
Oh, wow. That sounds like part of my family, but I think it's A Christmas Carol.
You would be correct.
2 for 2. All right. Here we go. Contestants shout random letters at an oversized word puzzle as if it owes them money, while a perfectly pleasant host smiles like he's seen the simulation glitch many times before. Prizes may include dream vacations, home appliances, and the crushing weight of one vowel too many. It's hangman, it's roulette, it's polite chaos dressed in sequins, and somehow it's still not a dream you had after eating too much cheese.
Well, that's an easy one. Wheel of Fortune.
There you go. You got that.
Oh my goodness.
Good job.
I am so glad that the marketing teams for these shows provide us with marketing copy, because I don't think we could be using any of this to sell the shows.
Probably not. There are probably some things that are a little questionable. But,
just a little.
But the inside scoop, yeah, we got it.
We got it. It's fun. All right. Well, Tom, thank you for joining me on this edition of Curtain Call Conversations.
Thank you so much. It's been a blast to be here.
Yes. We'll be back again in 2 weeks with another episode. We're going to have a couple of the campers from the Technical Theater Camp here for that episode. And I hear you even help sponsor some students this year for that.
I do. I sponsor some of the campers. When I was younger and a struggling little music student, my very first scholarship that I received was a gift from a random person. And that started me on my whole journey to where I am today. So I like to give back. So that's why I do it.
Yeah, that's so great and so wonderful. And our education department puts on such a wonderful camp.
They really do. And I believe in it.
Yes, yeah. It's amazing. And we're going to hear from some of those students on the next episode.
Excellent.
But until then, make sure you rate, review, comment, subscribe, share the podcast with your friends, because it helps people find us. And we look forward to chatting with you again in 2 weeks.